the heat, use our defroster. I mean, it's a little too early in November for all of this.
It does feel a little early, doesn't it? I feel like we're not used to it. Also, this is going to be the coldest air so far this season as well. Overnight tonight into tomorrow. We have to go back to early March for the last time we've experienced this. So again, you do want to brace for that cold as you're heading out tomorrow morning. But some snowfall reports out towards westernmost parts of Maryland, out towards Garrett County. You're talking about Grantsville. Already 3 inches of snow has fallen there over the last day or so. Oakland, about 2 inches. Deer Park, a little bit more than an inch there. Mountain Lake Park and Friendsville, an inch of snowfall. But we're expecting to see a couple more inches of that snowfall over the course of the next 12 hours or less. We're seeing some of those snow bands pushing into westernmost parts of Maryland as we speak. As we zoom on in, you're probably noticing this blip on the map. That is not reaching the ground. That's areas just north and west of D.C. That's not reaching the surface. Farther out towards the west, could see a few of those flurries flying out towards parts of West Virginia. But again, the main focus overnight tonight will be that cold and wind, but farther out towards our westernmost areas where that winter weather advisory holds until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yeah, the focus is also on that snowfall, anticipating that over the course of the next 12 hours, like I mentioned. But freeze warning, that's across southernmost parts of Maryland, parts of Virginia down towards King George County and areas south of there. That freeze warning is for those areas that haven't fallen below the freezing mark so far this year. The rest of our area has already done so. So that's why that freeze warning is mainly reserved for those areas that haven't been that cold just yet. Those temperatures right now, upper 30s in D.C., lower 30s up and along and west of the I-81 corridor. When you factor in that wind, it's feeling much colder. We're talking about wind chills right now into those 20s to right about 30 is already what it feels like out there right now. Feeling like it's 30 in D.C., Manassas, feeling like the lower 20s in Hagerstown, 24. So it feels like out towards Winchester. So overall, it's going to be a cold night. And also when you factor in those winds, those wind chills tomorrow morning, you got to brace for this. Bitter cold wind chills. We're talking about those teens. That's what it likely will feel like out there tomorrow morning. And like I keep mentioning, this is the coldest air so far this season. It might be a shock to the system. So again, make sure that you are bundled up. Some areas, especially along some of those higher elevations right along the Blue Ridge and back out towards westernmost parts of Maryland, where those magenta colors are popping up, those are single-digit wind chills. So yeah, certainly going to be a much colder start out that way. And then as we look ahead towards tomorrow afternoon, those wind chills will still be hovering into those 30s through much of the day and for much of the area. So like I mentioned, you do want to make sure that you are bundled up, not only in the morning, but also throughout the rest of the day. In terms of actual high temperatures, we'll see those air temperatures back in those middle 40s for much of the area. Talking about some upper 30s out towards Cumberland, colder for some of those higher elevations where we're expecting to see more of that snowfall. The next 3 days, though, we go from the 40s tomorrow with those blustery conditions back to nearly seasonable high temperatures, though, Wednesday and Thursday. So at least this cold is short-lived. It's out there for tomorrow. And then we see more of those upper 50s for Wednesday and Thursday. Towards the end of the week, this is finally seasonable for this time of the year. Friday, highs right around 60. We're middle 50s out there Saturday, low to mid 60s Sunday. Chance for some rain showers returning in that forecast. We look ahead towards next Monday. High temperatures will be back in those low 60s.